Don't worry about the next, cause it's your boy, Chris with the next. I'm back with another podcast. Today is going to be about the FBA and Asian boycott. Now, before I get into that, I want to shout out my boy, Alexander Denning, and his Winona dispensary. He says you can buy DRV, cannabis. It can be sent in the mail, but if you want the higher stuff, you got to buy in person. And he's out in Minnesota, but you can buy stuff online. Go to Instagram or Google and Google WinonaDispensary.com. He has billboards. He has everything. He has a shop. He has everything. Go check him out. He also sells rare collectible items. And his shop is called I Remember It. Just Google Alexander Denning and all his stuff will pop up. Now about the Asian boycott. And this is not about anything racism. I don't support, tolerate disrespect. I've shopped with some Asians that are really cool, like 99-cent stores. There's a beauty supply place. It's closed now, but it was it used to be Barway Beauty Supply and Wigs. It was a beauty supply place. I've known the guy since I was a kid, all the way until adult. He closed about 5 or 6 years ago. A real cool dude. He gave me discounts. Real cool shop. Hate to see it go, but the shop. People move on. People got other things to do. Life be life. It's not about that. It's about the ones that come from their home country, have white supremacist views, and always accuse somebody of stealing. You're watching a black person. Meanwhile, Becky and Brad, just walked out with tons of stuff, as we seen it on the TV, the movie. Don't be drinking your juice in the hood while being a menace. Well, a white man was stealing everything under his nose. And again, I'm not saying this specific race. This is America. A lot of people steal, but not everybody steals. And racial profiling, I feel like it's just like the Latasha Harlins case, where somebody lost their life and it wasn't even stealing. And with the Latasha Harlins case, the father wasn't there that day. He had to go get inventory, and the brother and his son had to go work. He had to go to school. I know he owns a convenience store now, but they said he's extra nice to black people, and he will give you credit if you don't have the money. So this is not to single out the son. He had nothing to do with it. The suit on you. She was there. The mother had to be there. And, she got off with murder. And then she made up a lie, like Latasha Harlan's sister said in an interview, and you can look it up on Google, that, she lied 3 times. She threw a chair at Latasha, she grabbed her coat. Yeah, Latasha placed hands on her, because you don't grab nobody's coat. And then the gun that she shot Latasha with was stolen. So ponder that. But the Asian community raised money for her bail, which they shouldn't have. Again, there's another interview with Latasha Harlan's auntie and Rodney King's wife. This white lady had them on a radio station. I can't remember the interview, but her name. But you can go on YouTube and Google it. It's a good read, a good listen to. And this is a case all over. This boy was shot a couple of years ago, and he's just now on trial. I think he was shot in 2022, and Rick Childs is going on trial this year, 2026, and he got off scot-free. The lady was standing right behind him, right behind the black child, and he didn't steal anything. And we really have to check people on that. because we don't go to nobody else's country and tell them what to do. So you don't come over here and tell them us what to do. You have every right to protect your business, but you don't take nobody's life over a water bottle that was not stolen. And you probably got this shit from Costco, the Kirkland water, and just raised up the price. We have to create another Black Wall Street for us, and and continue to support individuals that support us. Not saying not to go into an Asian beauty supply or Asian owned business. As long as they're just respectful. And that goes for anybody. Because a black owned business that's disrespectful ain't getting no business, ain't getting no time. People work too hard for their money. People be at jobs that they don't want to be. If I spend $20, I just spend 2 hours of work. That's 2 hours of my time at a job that, I probably don't even want to be at. It happens, life. Sometimes you just get burnt out, but you got to keep a roof over your head, food in your mouth, and clothes in your back. And if you got kids and a wife or a husband, you got to support family. And that goes for any business, a club, anybody. If they targeting you, if you go, dark skins, I can't be in this club, or you can't have too many, then they just don't go to that club. Try to start a house party or something. Because I've walked into a few, Asian-owned businesses, and, they be talking greasy, or they, demand you do something, like put your backpack down. You ain't gonna talk to me like that in my homeland. Absolutely fucking not. And like I said again, not all Asians. I know there's gonna be some nitwits that'll come here, talking shit. But again, I hit that block button real good. So, listen to the words that's being said. Don't listen to be combative. I know a lot of people listen just to be combative. This is not a debate hall. Not here for that. Although I could have been on the debate team, but there's neither here nor there. So all we saying is respect us and respect you, and criminals need to be prosecuted. So any comments, questions, concerns, leave them in the comment section below. If you want to support the show, my cash app is #GetXMoney09. It helps a lot with advertisement and everything. Until then, this is being a boy, Chris with the next. Peace.